Okay, great. Okay, so the first thing that we see is the word dialogue, right?
Yes, right.
So I'd like for you to take a moment and describe for me the picture. Describe the picture that you see.
The picture, I think it's going to be the opening meeting that people start to discussing. I don't know if they are revising the agenda or concluding, but the general purpose, I think they are sharing. I don't know if it's everyone sharing at the same time. This
Okay.
happen a lot during the
Right.
meetings, especially over here in Brazil. Yeah, I think it's a big challenge for all the meetings.
Yes.
I think it's around the world to have this kind of follow the agenda and stick to the time. It's especially nowadays that there are a lot of people want to competing itself, and
compete.
it's
A lot of people want to compete. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good synopsis of what you see in this picture. It appears to be a group of people sitting around a table discussing something, especially the two that are sitting there in the center. It seemed that they are clearly engaged in discussion. It's a girl and a male sitting there. And the others, maybe they're listening. And the one on the far left looks like she's just leaning in to hear more about what's going on. All right, so today what we're going to do in this session is practice by reading. Could you read the instructions here? Can you just read the instructions? Practice by reading.
Okay. General basic English, dialogue. Practice by reading the dialogue with your tutor. After you are done, switch roles and do it again.
Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do, I will first read it, and I would like for you to just read after me. Our manager said, we will be having a meeting soon. He wants us to submit our expenses for our business trips. If you'll just read the exact same thing.
Okay. Our manager said we will be having a meeting soon. He wants us to submit our expense for our business trips.
Okay, that word is expenses. Expenses for our business trips.
Expenses for our business trips.
Is that all we are going to discuss?
Is that all we are going to discuss?
No, we will also discuss the third quarter sales results.
No, we will also discuss the third quarter sales results.
Results with an S. Results.
Results.
Good.
Good. Sorry, Dr. Priscilla.
Yes.
And how about the third? Third, for me, the pronunciation is a little bit awkward to.
Okay, but
third.
Third. You pronounced it.
Third.
Third. Mm-hmm. Third. Let's see if I can maybe say it's T-H. Oops. T-H. Third. Third.
Okay, third.
I need to follow up with my clients. In addition, I need to write up my sales and expense reports.
I need to follow up with my clients. In addition, I need to write up my sales and expense reports.
Good. Now I'll read as K if you will read as D. Try to sound natural, not so much like you're reading. Our manager said, we will be having a meeting soon. He wants us to submit our expenses for our business trips.
Is that all we are going to discuss?
No, we will also discuss the third quarter sales results.
I need to follow up with my clients. In addition, I need to write up my sales and expense reports.
Okay, reports with an S. Okay?
Reports.
Okay, now will you read K and I will read D.
Okay, let's go. Our manager said we will be having a meeting soon. He wants us to submit our expense for our business trip.
Okay, so that's manager. Read it once more. Our manager said.
our manager said.
Continue.
Okay, our manager said we'll be having a meeting soon. He wants us to submit our expense for our business trips.
Okay, remember to put the S on expenses. Read it once more.
Okay, our manager said we'll be having a meeting soon. He wants us to submit our expenses for our business trips.
Is that all we're going to discuss?
No, we will also discuss the third quarter sales results.
I need to follow up with my clients. In addition, I need to write up my sales and expense reports. Okay, so in about 15 seconds, tell me what this dialogue is about. What is this dialogue about?
It's about somehow an agenda that we'll be discussing during a meeting, and they are saying the purpose of the discussion, that it's about the expense for business trips and some additional issues like sales results.
Very good. All right, you have a good understanding of the dialogue, and your reading of it sound almost as if you weren't reading, so that was a plus as well. So now our new skill, we're going to schedule an internal meeting via email. What does the word internal actually mean? Do you know what this word internal means?
Internal, it's inside the company.
Very good. Something that's going on inside the company. And via means what?
What is the way through you will be scheduling.
Okay, it's the method.
The way that we will be scheduling.
The method or the way. Very good. Now, let's read the smaller print. Could you read the smaller print down here for me? Usually,
internal meetings are scheduled by email. The inviter creates a meeting notice and sends it out to invitees. Read the sample and mail below out loud with your tutor.
Okay, the word send has an S on it. Invitees. And below. So read it once more.
Usually, internal meetings are scheduled by email. The inviter creates a meeting notes and sends it out to the invitees. Read the sample and email below out loud with your tutor.
Okay, good. Any questions about what we're going to do next?
No.
Okay, great. So here we have an email, and the email is to Kevin, Dorothy, Tim, Joe, and Tom. How many people will receive this email?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's correct.
5 people.
5 people, and it's coming from the director at be.com. And who is it sending this email? John. But, and I said it wrong, but the director is getting a copy. The director is getting a copy. Okay?
Yeah.
Could you read the email for me?
Okay. Subject, meeting. Hi, everyone. We'll be having a meeting next Monday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. in my office. Everyone is expected to attend. The purpose of the meeting is to discuss the third quarter sales results. In addition, we will be collecting our expense reports. Please ensure you are prepared for the meeting and remember to put your cell phones on silent before the meeting starts. Thank you, John.
Okay. I want you to pay closer attention to the S's on words, and I'll read the email. Subject, meeting. Hi, everyone. We will be having a meeting next Monday from 8 o'clock a.m. to 10 o'clock a.m. in my office. Everyone is expected to attend. The purpose of the meeting is to discuss the third quarter sales results. In addition, I will be collecting your expense reports. Please ensure that you are prepared for the meeting and remember to put your cell phones on silent before the meeting starts. Thank you, John. Okay, read it once more. Pay close attention to the S's at the end of the words as you read.
I'm trying to do my best. Subject, meeting. Hi, everyone. We'll be having a meeting next Monday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. in my office. Everyone is expected to attend. The purpose of the meeting is to discuss the third quarter sales results. In addition, we'll be collecting your expense reports. Please ensure you are prepared for the meeting and remember to put your cell phones on silent before the meeting starts. Thank you, John.
Great. In the second line, everyone is expected. I didn't hear the ED. So just read that one sentence. Everyone is expected to attend.
Everyone is expected to attend.
Perfect. Everyone is expected to attend. How many people will be coming to the meeting?
5.
Well, everyone.
Everyone. Yeah.
Okay. All right. The next thing that we have is our discussion questions. Could you read the instructions or the directions? Could you read that for me?
Okay. Discussion questions. Have you written and meeting notice or meeting emails? If so, describe the occasion. You need to write in English at your job or school. If so, how often and for what?
Okay, there's an S on the word notices.
Notices.
Have you written any meeting notices?
Have you written and meeting notices?
Good.
Notices.
Okay, now I'm asking you a question. Have you ever written a meeting notice? It would be a yes. Yes, I have.
Yes,
Okay.
I have.
So, can you describe the occasion for which you wrote the notice? For what purpose?
In English.
In English, yes. Tell me, what was the purpose for writing the email?
So the purpose of the email have been to invite some person overseas to participate in a meeting inside the company.
Okay, so you wrote an email to invite someone overseas to participate in a meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need to write English at your job? That's a question. Do you need to write in English on your job? Or do you write in Spanish or Portuguese?
No, mainly in Portuguese, but hardly I need to send some emails in English.
And how often?
Like I have said before, how often?
How often do you send emails in English?
How often? To attend some meeting, it's once a month, but to respond, to answer some question from around the world, from people that make some commercial, that we have some commercial, how can I say, people that we have some commercial relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We need to answer this kind of person that not it's Brazilian. We need to answer mainly in English.
Okay.
Even they are not from United States, they are from, I don't know, some Middle East, some Far East. We need to talk with them in English.
I see. All right, so here we have a diagram or pictures using business English phrasal verbs. The phrasal verbs are follow up, wrap up, come up with. Typically, phrasal verbs are 2 words, sometimes 3 or 4, but you can easily recognize them in most instances because they're 2 words. Could you read the instructions, read the diagram?
Okay. Using business English phrasal verbs. Read the diagram below out loud with your tutor. Practicing, make some sample sentences using the new words.
Okay. So the first one is going to be, what is the first one? Follow up.
Follow up.
Can you read the information in the box below it?
Okay. Don't forget to follow up after the interview. Follow up to continue communicating with someone after an event.
Great. Can you come up with a sentence for follow up?
Okay. I will need to follow up all our discussion that we have had during this class. Not far from around a day or 2 days.
Okay. Now let's have a little bit of a dialogue. So, Andre, did you get the information I sent you in the email?
Yeah, I did. I did this. I received this information, and as soon as possible, I will follow you up.
Okay, is it follow you up or follow up with you?
Uh, follow up with you.
Okay.
I can use follow you up or only follow up.
It's follow up with you. Or you could just
Follow
say,
up.
and I will follow up later. No, it's not follow you up. Okay, it's
Okay.
never that. Okay, it's never follow you up. Okay,
Okay.
the next
You're
one.
right. The next one.
Mm-hmm.
Wrap up.
Okay.
Let's wrap up this meeting so we can go to lunch. To wrap up, to finish an event or an activity.
Okay, I'll let you start the dialogue and I will respond.
Okay.
What would you say?
So, Dr. Priscilla, how can I wrap up all of our conversation that we have during this last 20 minutes?
Okay, well, the first thing I would say that we would do before we wrap up is to review what we've talked about so far. And the wrap up might be, we discussed in dialogue a conversation about a meeting and expense reports. So I think we can wrap up now. What do you think?
Okay, I think it would be great to follow up our discussion right now that we have only 90 minutes to be great for us, especially for me.
Okay, and the next section, the next diagram? Come up with.
Mm-hmm. We need to come up with a new marketing strategy by next week. To come up with, to think of an idea.
Okay.
An idea.
Andre, did you realize that the boss will be in the office next week?
No, I didn't. I haven't realized it yet.
Well, let me explain to you one of the things that he's expecting. He's expecting that we will come up with a solution to the water problem. Do you have any thoughts on it?
I don't think so yet. I need to go over all our materials and report that we have so far, especially the last month sales and diagrams that we are discussing so far in our new project.
Okay, well, it might be a good idea to follow up with the other team members to see if they were able to wrap up anything and ask specifically what did they come up with so we can present it to the boss.
I think it would be a great idea. So we can arrange a meeting at the end of the day and collect all the information. And as soon as we get all the information, we can wrap it up and write a report to present the
that sounds fantastic. Okay, so our next diagram is burnout. Could you read that one?
Okay, burnout. If you work 80 hours per week, you will burn out. To burn out, to become overwhelmed with a heavy workload. Heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy workload.
Okay, so that was amazing. When the boss came in, he wanted us to have so much. He didn't realize that I was suffering from burnout already.
Yeah, I think one of the great dilemma. I don't know it's the exact word.
Dilemma
that we are facing during the past weeks, the past month, because we need to get some results. At the same time, we need to work a lot. We need to have heavy workload, and that's becoming for us. It's close to a burnout for everyone in our team. Our co-workers, it's not having the balance between the social life and the professional life.
Okay, good. The next one.
Okay. Carry out. Who you carry out your duties when you leave the company, to carry something out, to execute a project or assignment.
Okay. When we spoke with the boss, my understanding is even though we may suffer burnout, he wants us to carry out his agenda and get the products on scale and to the market. What are your thoughts?
I think we'll need to struggle to have this all of it has done, because we need to succeed in our goals for the whole year. We need to overcome all the goals that we have set up at the year initial, and it will be hard to achieve what I think we will succeed if you work a lot of hours.
Okay. And the next one?
Write up. Would you please write up a report about our newest product to write up, to summarize information in a formal report or study?
Okay. So, Andre, you have an excellent handwriting. You're good at typing and understanding information. I'd like to ask if you would write up the information and present it to the boss next week.
Dr. Priscilla, it would be a big challenge, but I think whenever we start to come up with some key ideas that we developed during this whole year, I think we can carry out all of this information and present an excellent report for the manager and for the directors. And with our teamwork, I think we can overcome and succeed.
All right. So now we have vocabulary. Let's see if we can create a dialogue using each one, every other one. I'll start with the first one. The next one is presentation. Well, let's make sure that you know what they mean first. Can you read each of those? Business meeting, presentation. Let me know if there's one that you don't know what the meaning is.
Okay. Business, meeting, presentation, negotiation, communicating in English, meeting clients, entertaining clients, business trip, telephoning, writing reports, business emails, taking notes, overseas visitors.
Okay. Do you know what each of those mean?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, Andre, in our next business meeting, I'd like for you to carry out the assignment of giving everyone a topic.
Okay, I try to go over all of the information and conduct a presentation to have everyone at the same page, and after that we can follow up and go through to our negotiation issues.
Okay. So will this be a meeting? Will the meeting be, will the communicating in this business meeting be all in English?
I think it will be the best way, because we have only one person from not native English, and I think it would be a great opportunity to have this at the same level. And I think after that we can entertain all of our clients, and because they are arriving from a business trip that is they are so tired of that, and before that we need to telephone all of these clients to inform them about this entertaining, the time frame and the agenda, the customer that they need to use, because somehow you have a different way. And I think it's apart from what we are discussing in our negotiation, because I think we need to skip this kind of entertaining from our writing when we are writing the reports.
Okay, so you believe that since we will be meeting clients whose first language is not the same as ours, that it would be better to speak in English?
Yeah, we need only to certificate that they can have a baseline comprehension, and that they feel comfortable to have this kind of discussion. And after the meeting, we need to check it out of the takeaways and check the taking notes, if it's everyone at the same page, and that's all the information is not understandable way, because they are overseas visitors.
Okay. So we know that they're overseas visitors and they may have some difficulty taking notes if we don't speak in English. What do you think about using business emails just as a follow-up for them in what we were discussing or what we will discuss in the meeting? All right, I think our time has finished, so we had a few more to go, but that would conclude our lesson for today. And the topic for today was a business conversation or conversations in business that you might come across in a business meeting. Thank you so much for participating today. I'm Dr. Priscilla. Bye for now.